Hey, welcome back. All right, today what I want to share with you is my routine that I put in every single Monday to create all of the content you see from me every single week. I get this question asked a lot from my peers, people on LinkedIn. Dude, how do you create so much content? You're everywhere. I'm going to show you how you do it, and it doesn't take a massive team. In fact, I do have one team at my disposal now, and that is the team that helps me with some of my LinkedIn content. As I want to continue creating more exponential awareness, yes, I have leveraged the power of another team to help me get more content out there, but 95% of what you see from me every single week comes from yours truly. So I'm going to show you how you do it. It's really not that hard. So the first thing I do every single week, in fact, this starts on Sunday, hint, hint, is I plan my week. So I use this trusty Clever Fox planner that literally has the whole year in one book. I absolutely love this. I got led on to this by a peer of mine, Rob Murgatroyd. And what I do is when I sit down and plan my week on Sunday mornings, I look at what my content strategy is going to be for the week. Social media, my webinar, my newsletter, my text community. I game plan what I want to put out there for the week so that it can help me create awareness, it can help drive business, you name it. That whole process of planning what I'm going to put out there probably takes 10 or 15 minutes, not that long. And then when I wake up Monday morning, I put the plan into action. And if you're looking to create more content, create more awareness for yourself, it starts with time blocking it. To me, Monday mornings is the best time to do it. In fact, I spend most of my Monday creating my content. Why? Because my prospects are in their planning meetings. They're not conducting meetings. They're not easy to reach out to on Mondays because they're doing their own planning. So I might as well do mine. And it's my way of setting myself up for a bunch of green lights this week with my content. So the first thing I do is I sit down. In fact, I'm showing this to you right now. I sit down with my software program here, Community. And this is the program I run my text community from. So I send out a text to my daily change-up crew every single day. By the way, if you're on it, thank you. And those messages you're getting every day, yes, they're coming from me. And what I do is I plan out what I'm going to say to my text community every single day. So I have a daily text that goes out to my daily change-up community. And then on Mondays, I send a text to all of my community, brokers, everybody that's in it. And then on Fridays, I also send out my coaching videos and my reminder of the weekly webinar that I'm hosting. All of that takes about 10 or 15 minutes from this platform right here so that I can get my texts ready to go on Monday mornings and I don't have to think about them ever again for the rest of the week. The second thing I do is I plan out my webinar. I do a webinar every single week. Why? It is an amazing way to bring value. It is an amazing way to bring my audience to me so that I can create a deeper connection with them. I use a coaching software called Kajabi. You can use other platforms if you want. This is the software right here. Again, I spend about 20-25 minutes putting together the week's webinar. What does that entail? Well, what's the topic going to be? It entails building a landing page, which I've already created. I just clone and rinse and repeat. It requires me creating a small little email campaign to let you know that you've registered, to remind you of the webinar. That whole process, as long as I know what topic it is, takes another 20-25 minutes. My webinar is ready to go for the week. I pick a date, I pick a time, pick a topic, build my landing page, and it is set. The next thing I do on Monday mornings is I record my podcast episodes. I usually have a Tuesday and a Friday. Now, Friday is my solo episode, so Monday mornings is when I sit down and record that episode. So you can tell I've got my podcast microphone here. In fact, by the way, if you haven't noticed, this is my entire setup. Microphone, laptop, stand to take some photos. I've got my light back there. Guys, I run this from my house. Amy and I live in a 1,500 square foot condo. We are simple people. You don't need this fancy equipment and studio to make this shit happen. So what do? I record my podcast for the Friday. I download it. It takes about 15-20 minutes to record it. I download it. I put it in a Google folder so that I do have an editor who takes care of editing the podcast. This whole process of recording my Friday bullpen session takes another 30 minutes at the most if I'm struggling to put a good episode together. And that's my Monday morning. So now by the time I grab lunch, my text community is set. My webinar is set. My podcast is edited, ready to go, which leads me to my Monday afternoons. My Monday afternoons are dedicated to editing some of the content I've created, the video content that I've created, but it's also dedicated to going back to the same coaching software and writing out my weekly newsletter. My weekly newsletter goes out every Friday, mid-morning, and I sit down on Monday afternoons and I take 45 minutes to an hour to figure out what it is I want to talk about. Part of my video editing is that I create a weekly coaching video. So I create a topic, or I pick a topic, I coach on it. The video is anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. And that's the video I'm going to put in my weekly newsletter. If you're one of my coaching clients, hint, hint, we've talked about this a lot. And by the time Monday morning or Monday is done, my newsletter in this platform is set up and it's ready to go out on Friday morning. I don't have to think about it again. So by the time I finish work on Mondays, from my spacious 1,500 square foot condo Amy and I live in, I have created all the content for my text community. I have created all of the content for social media, LinkedIn mainly. I have created the webinar that I'm going to host that Thursday or Friday with all the emails that are going to go out, the landing page, the image I'm going to use on LinkedIn to promote it. I have recorded my Friday Bullpen Sessions podcast. I have recorded my short coaching video that's going to go into my weekly newsletter that goes out every Friday. And I have written the newsletter that's going to go out that same Friday. One day, massive content is created and massive awareness is created for my business. This little strategy I use every week, every Monday, has allowed me to build a multiple six-figure business in a matter of 18 months. Why? Because I am creating massive awareness for my business, for my brand, and you can do the same thing too. Don't give me this, I don't have resources. Let me remind you, with nothing more than a podcast microphone, a set of headphones, my laptop, a stand to take some pictures, a nice light that I can use for the setting, for the lighting of this room from my 1,500 square foot condo. I am creating massive awareness for my business. Anybody can do it. So that's the name of the game. I wanted to share with you what I do every single Monday. I hope it helps you. If you got any questions, reach out. Again, it's about time blocking. The content you have to create awareness for you, your brand, your agency, your business, whatever it is. If you block the time, and I highly suggest Mondays because your prospects are doing their planning that day as well, you will create a boatload of awareness. You'll get a ton of people to know you, which means a ton of people are going to like you. And when you get a ton of people liking you, you know what happens next. They start trusting you and they start doing business with you. So go make it happen. Create content, create massive awareness. Your business will never be the same again.